and good morning to you, Patriot Morning Show. Patriot Morning Show, aka the Cornbread Man. Off today, we'll be traveling, waiting on everybody to get up so we can load up. So might as well be online, hollering at all of y'all. Hope you're doing well today. Had a good time on the morning show, and hopefully we'll have good travel today. We definitely don't have to worry about being warm enough because it is absolutely steaming hot. I know last night in the studio it was incredibly hot. Got warm, not hot. Just these endless days of high humidity, mid to upper 90s. Even in the studio, it got a little not hot, but just a little warmer than usual. Feels good right now though. God bless America. Absolutely, God bless America. With all of our problems, with all the things that happen, still the best place to be on this earth is in the United States of America. The freedoms we have will continue to push forward and try to do the best things we can as Americans and challenge those who we elect to do their job. But we certainly, if our enemies think that we're divided as patriots, they are sadly wrong. Just like any family, we can argue and go on about stuff, but we are not. We are unified in that understanding that we are Americans and we love our country, and we're not going to let somebody steal that from us. So sometimes our enemies, including those within the country, they misunderstand the nature of the discussion. We can debate with each other about certain things, whether that's Republicans, conservatives, America First, MAGA, all these different titles and things that we say. There seems to be a new one all the time. But in its, or just the Christian nation or the evangelicals, you can go on and on and on. But those that love America have traditional family values, come from all different backgrounds. They love this land. They love the freedom. They would lay down their life for it. And they are happy to be here. They're not ashamed of their country. Whatever that title is, we stand united together. We stand for basically the same things. We may have a couple of different ideas on some things. That's just humans. That's the human factor that figures in. But our enemies take note. For all these people, including the crazy leftists in our nation who think that we are divided, and you now see a path forward to defeat us, you are fools. We still are together. We just have things that we're not happy about because we're continuing to fight for truth. And yes, we could say justice in the American way, right? But we're continuing to fight for truth, and we want the best for ourselves, for our kids, and their future. And so those are always going to be different discussions that are going to go on, and we're not always going to agree. And so enemies see that and they think, oh, they're going to eat each other. No, we're not leftists. That's what y'all do. We are Americans. We're passionate. Don't mistake our passion for an opportunity to intrude. You are still not welcome in our thoughts. You are still not welcome in our discussion because the things you support are evil and wrong and anti-American. We are united as Americans. We love this land. We love this place we live. We are so happy we're here. We don't make the threats to get on the plane and leave the country when everything don't go our way. But at the same time, we're going to have vigorous debate. There's a big difference between debate and hate. Debate is how we settle things. Debate is how we put our ideas out there. We debate what we feel and what we're passionate about is the right way. At the end of the day, we know we can't get everything our way. There's going to be little tweaks and things that we may not be happy with, or we may be happy. Depends on which way it goes. But we're not talking about a major overall shift in policy. We're talking about little differences along the way. And yes, we will challenge our own. If they are wrong, we will tell them, get with the program. Absolutely. We are united as a party or as a people, but if someone is stepping out of line and it's causing problems, we'll call them out on it. And so to rhinos or whoever it may be, we're going to say, listen, don't be snowing me on this. We know what's important. We do our research. We're passionate about it. Enemies do not. Our enemies think that is an opportunity for a failure on our part. No. We will come together. We will do the right things. We will stand true for these same truths. We will be brave. We will stand in the gap. We will continue to vote. We will continue to be leaders in our community. We will continue to join patriotic organizations. We will continue to wave the flag, salute the flag. We will continue to support the military. We will continue to support the administration. Sometimes we're just not going to be happy about certain things. We're going to be divided on an issue. We are not divided in the mission. So to all those today that feel like they're doing a little victory lap and they think there's an opportunity to press it forward, you are wrong. We may lose some people along the way. They were never with us. There are some people that pretend, even in the greatest of movements, there are people who pretend to be with you. Jesus talked about this. There are those, and they turn back. As he said, they were never with us because they were never of us. They were never us. And so, yes, there are people who jump on the bandwagon, pretenders. Maybe they're infiltrators. Maybe they're not really sure of the mission. Maybe they're just people that jump around. Flip-floppers, we would call them, from side to side and up and down. They were never part of the mission. They were never part of what we consider to be an American. We know what our mission is, and we will continue that mission. We have stood in the face of evil. We know what it looks like, and we see it represented in many different ways. And yes, we will continue to say, God bless America, and God bless the president. Absolutely. We will continue to pray for our country, its leaders, its military, its leaders at every station, not just the president. We will pray for our local leaders, our state leaders. We will challenge them on the same things. We will challenge at the ballot box judges, commissioners, senators, representatives, and yes, governors and president. Absolutely. Our vote is powerful. Our vote counts. They try to steal it from us. We will continue to vote. We will continue to challenge where we think there's things that are not correct, that are against the Constitution and against the laws of voting. But we will continue to vote. We will not sit at home. We will not give that vote over to you. I've never stood down. I've always voted. And I will continue to vote. I'm also involved with the voting process. We will continue to run our precincts under the direction of the law, the voting rules and laws, and the best of our God-given ability. When we continue to do that, we will treat everyone with fairness and friendliness. Unlike some in our nation who try to treat people differently based upon many things, we will not do that. For we are true Americans. We are godly people, and we love this country. And yes, there are some unbelievers who fall within that. As I said, the conservative movement is made up of many different parts. We may not all agree on certain things, but we are united in the fact that we love America. When we wave at each other as we're going down the road, that wave is not predicated on whether that person is this or that. We will wave at our enemies. We will still be friendly. We will still treat you just like we would anybody else, but we will not ever side with you if you are anti-American, anti-God, anti-family, and on and on and on. We will pray for you, even if you don't want them. I always love that. People said, keep your prayers. Well, okay, but it doesn't stop me from praying. Pray for people. They need it too. We all need it. Pray for the country. Pray for the president. It's a tremendous job. Mistakes will be made. There are no perfect people. Let's just pray that all comes out according as it should. And yes, we know that God's way will always win out, and His will always be what the end result is, and it'll always be the best. But we still should always be fighting against injustices and moral actions, actions that are uh, defamatory and destructive to our nation, and to our communities, to our schools, to our churches, and on you go. But I started this show by saying, God bless America, and I will continue to say, God bless America. We love other places, other peoples. We're not against them. However, we are America first. We want to make sure that things in our country are the way they should be. And then if we can help others, we will according to need and our ability to give. We cannot hurt the home in giving. We have given until it hurts, and that hurt has went beyond just normal hurts. It is now hurting us as a country. We're going to have to watch that. You can't give everything away. There are people that will continue to come to your door if you enable them, and they will continue to give money or want you to give money to them. They never get better. So for countries or organizations that continually, year after year, put their hand out and say, we have need, I would say, we've helped you. What can you do to alleviate your suffering? What can you do to make your country better? Show progress. We will help along along the way. Like Gaza. Okay, you cannot like what Israel's done. That's fine. But the problems in Gaza went far beyond what Israel was doing. These people were stealing from the people, enriching themselves, and not allowing that area to prosper through terrorism and or just plain old fraud. We can't be expected to keep giving money into situations like that. Or we could say African nations where there are dictators and the people are being brutalized. We're not giving you help. We will come and help you be reliever of power if it's in the best interest of America. We're going to help people in disasters when we do that because that's the kind of nation we are. However, don't abuse us. Don't speak out of one side of your mouth and praise us because we gave you money and support, and now the other side preach death to America. I say at that point you get nothing. You know what? We have to hold people accountable for their actions, including nation states. And we have to say no. It's important to learn the word no. You have to learn to say no. You can say no and you can give an explanation or maybe no explanation. But it is okay to say no. And they can paint you evil or whatever they want. You can say, okay, that's your opinion. That's fine. But the answer is no. We just can't do it this time. Force people to be better in their nations. Excuse me. Force them to stay within their budgets. So we need to do ourselves. Force them to put away for the rainy day. Force them to build their military to a point that they can defend themselves against brutal dictatorships that may be on their border. We can't just take our military around the world and keep defending areas because they refuse to spend any of their GDP on national defense. Every nation has to have the ability to defend itself. In matters of brutal dictators that are taking the world to war, and sometimes we may be forced to get involved. But just this all the time that we're continuing to be pressured to give help to those who won't help themselves, that has to stop. And then we have to do what's best interest of America for its national defense. And that may be, we may need some areas that we're going to have to use as bases to defend our flanks. And we're not going to apologize for that either. There are evil countries in the world led by evil people. The people themselves may or may not be evil, but the leadership may be, the low CCP. And we have to be ready to defend against that. We cannot be caught with less. We must always have leverage in these matters. A strong defense, a military deterrent against our enemies who would love to see us burning under a mushroom cloud. We can never let that happen. And we can be successful at that. We have been. But we have saw America slip up on this lately and not be that nation which was always ready defense, full military, battle rattle, ready to go that we needed to be. So we need to make a change in that. And I think we are. I think we are. We need to have the best military in the world. We have to be. We cannot afford less. We can't take the chance on less. We can't be like some other countries and say, well, we'll just have a nominal military. We can't do that. There'll always be that bully on the block who wants to come and take what you have. And we're here to punch you in the face and say, no, you won't. And if we have to, we can punch you even harder and harder and harder. That's how you stay strong. We have to do that. I think most Americans understand that. Some do not. This idea of global marketplace. We can do business around the world, but America comes first. We're not going to apologize for that. We're not going to make a change in that. But we need to be wise in our nation. We've been electing people who are not America first. That's on local levels, state level, in the government, senators, representatives. We're electing people who are not. And that is because we have allowed areas to become infiltrated with people who are not, they don't care about America. And so that's why they would elect someone like that. It's obvious they want to see America brought down. So we need to be smart with that. And I'm always big on protecting the vote, and absolutely. But if you commit treason against this nation, you should be removed from power. You should lose your liberty. And if you have been granted citizenship here, maybe we need to revoke that citizenship and send you back where you came from. We will not allow insurrection. We will not allow homegrown terrorism to take root and terrorize our communities. We've got that right now. We have to take strong action. I think those actions are being taken. And it's going to be violent. And other things Americans have to be is we have to be tough. When the ground is shaking, we have to realize there's some bumps in the road. There's some rumblings that's going to happen. The news is going to paint it up really bad. It's going to look hard. It's going to look very rough. And there's going to be tears shed. People like to do that. They're going to put the person in front and say, oh, look at me. We have to stay strong in the face of that and realize it's the best for our nation. And we're not bad people. We've just allowed things to get to a position where it's bad. We must be able to continue to safeguard. And that is the number one job of the president, is to protect the citizens of these United States and make decisions that is for the best interest to defend the safety and security of Americans. Not to spy on them, not to do this or that. I'm not against those things, but to defend. But yes, investigate within our own nation any groups that are teaching. That's beyond the freedom of speech. If they are teaching death to America and they are taking active roles in committing treason and terrorism against this nation, they must be taken apart and obliterated. Can't have that. And that's where we're at. We have groups, massive groups within our nation that are in the streets, and they're doing that. Get the ringleaders out, deal with them, and dissipate the rest. And we can see this turned around. The cities are in trouble in many places around the country. We've already seen this. The authorities can't hardly handle it. In some cases, we've seen the National Guard brought in. This is not unknown. It's happened before. I don't know why they think this is so out of the ordinary. It's not. When I was a little kid, there were two very violent uprisings within the biggest city that I'm closest to. In around 1973 or 4, I think it was 3. I can remember the city being under lockdown, the National Guard, with tanks in the street. This is a southern city. Not known for things like that, but violence had occurred. and they would put curfews in place. And I can remember going to the hospital with my dad because I was sick or something. He trying to take me to the hospital, and we were stopped by a roadblock that blocked the whole road. At the head of that was a tank. I'll never forget that. We were allowed to proceed and travel at our own risk to the hospital. We never saw any violence, but it was dangerous. So I remember that. That's a long time ago. So this idea that we don't, we can't use the National Guard and even military in cases where things are falling apart that quick. We can't. Certain things that have to be enacted to do some of those things, but we can do that. And again, you have extreme circumstances that call for extreme measures. And we must, at all costs, defend the rule of law, the Constitution, and the rights and privileges of all Americans. And not let some rabble rousers, terrorists, America haters, to take over our streets and our buildings, our police forces, whatever. We must put our best foot forward and defend this great land at all costs. There are those that see from other places, and they've seen things that are happening, and I hear these messages all the time that say, we have to stop this. You have to stop it. I've seen this in my own country before I became an American. It's the same speech, the same words, the same attacks. I don't want to see this happen again. That's how come I'm in America, is because it was so violent, and the death, the destruction, on a scale I never would have believed would happen in my own nation. You cannot let that happen in America. And so we must be strong against that. Happy Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. A lot of activities. We'll be at a festival in South Georgia. Hope that you can stay cool, enjoy family time, church, a little bit of sports maybe, but just however you choose to. Maybe you've got to work. I understand that. So do the best you can out there and help each other and pray for each other. Let's continue to remember those who have lost their lives, especially those that involve those children. How sad. How very, very sad. And yes, people die every day. There are events that happen that really affect the heart of America. And this has definitely been one of those times, to see so many kids lose their lives. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking when there's one, much less 20-something or more, depending on where they're at, just in one place. Hello, Jake. How you doing this morning? Good morning to you. Jake from the great state of Mississippi. I know it's hot and steamy in Mississippi. Not yet. I hope to do that this weekend while I'm traveling. We're going to make a stop. I'm going to be carrying the stickers with me, and hope to make that happen, my friend. I haven't been off to go, and my wife's just not able right now. So that's what I was saying. So I will work to do that very thing today. Today is my intention. We're going to get out of town here in a little bit. I'm not going to be on too long, but just waiting for the family to wake up. I've got a few things together, pack up microphone, laptop, headphones, and one camera, and be ready to roll. So I've really already got one camera. I think Rob's got one. I'll probably pack backup camera up and take it. I'll take my main camera, and I'll just use my laptop monitor. As we're at the festival, he's going to take his whole system, so we should be good. But yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to traveling today. Even though I don't like to drive too much anymore, it'd be fun to get out with the family and travel a little bit. We're going to take our time, get out of here before too much longer, and we're pretty quick to load up, get those things loaded up, travel, gas up, check the fluids, and go. And try to stop at the. Hey, send me your address again, Jake, in the email, just so I've got it ready. I've got it in there, but just so I've got it at the top of my email chain. Send me your address again, brother. And we'll be stopping by the post office. My thing is crooked here, I guess. All right, that looks a little better. That's like me. I'm a little crooked. Oh, it feels good, though. Pop my neck. You streaming today, brother? I know you stream every day. You usually do. Maybe we can hook up while I'm out and about and stream a little bit. I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. Um, my plan is to still do Sunday morning, and then we're gonna travel back. I've got to work Monday, so we'll have to get out of town fairly early on and check out the hotel and get headed back to home and be ready for a full week of work and podcast. And Lord knows I've got plenty of stuff to keep busy on. I have got a lot to get done here at the old Radio Ranch, as we call it. We're working on some new things, new surprises, as well as enhancing those things that we have. And as we have said, of course, our affiliates and our supporters and those things that we are good for the podcast. As we look at, let's see if I can put that up. Yes, Patriot Mobile is such a blessing in our podcast, and making that switch over to Patriot Mobile using that promo code Cornbread. Absolutely. Mammoth Nation, use that QR code, become a monthly supporter, and access their great savings and supporting American businesses, America First businesses. You see it there, support conservative, Christian, and veteran-owned businesses. That's what they have. Dubby, using that promo code Southern Fried. Podbean, great platform. Get a month free if you'll take that top one. If you're a business, get the bottom one. Absolutely. And then, yes, the coffees. We are so excited to have our own coffee line. Use that QR code. Make your order today. Free shipping in the continental United States. It's built into the price. You can't beat it. It's great coffee. I've tried several blends. They're all good. And you see, I've tried. Now, the house blend I have in my hand, you're fixing to see. I haven't tried it yet. It smells great. I haven't unsealed it yet. But I've had the breakfast blend, the 6-bean, and the cowboy, and many others. And they are amazing. Make your order today. And there's that house blend right there with that SFP logo. We've had that from the very beginning. Man, I can smell that right there, even not even unsealed yet. God, it smells so good. Get your coffee today. Get switched over to Patriot Mobile and do those things. We've got much more to come. In fact, before I get out, I've got another company I may be working with. I've got to finish the sign-up. I've just been so busy, and it's for businesses. And I'm going to try to do that when I get off the air here and get that done before I leave. And some other things we're working on. Some other surprises that we are working on. Not quite ready. We've got some work to do. And we don't like to announce things until we're about ready to kick it off. So it's going to be good, though. It's going to be really good. 2 new shows I want to talk about real quick. And trying to work it out. I was hoping to do one Saturday and have it posted Saturday. Just been a busy week. But we're going to have a history show and a music show. Now, the music show, we're going to talk. It's more of a music talk show. We'll play some of our own music. But we're going to talk about music and bands and history of it. And in our history show, we'll deal with a lot of American history. We'll talk about world history and stuff, but it's mainly focused on those things that we're around here all the time, the history we have, which is Indian and especially war between the states history and just older history in our cities and lands and whatever. But I'm very much passionate about war between the states history, and I'm just surrounded by it. I can't go. I can go in any direction and run right into a history spot. So the Southern Fried History show is going to be airing soon. The Southern Fried Soundstage will be our music show. All that's coming on board. We'll continue to develop the shows we have, and continue to make them as best that we can. Putting things back into the studios and the marketing and everything that we do. We'll do the best we can with that. So we don't have a huge team, but we're doing what we can. That kicks off at 10. So Barry, I would suspect right before that. We will not wait right till 10. We are going to be indoor, but somewhere right around that 10 spot. And we'll just set up the live feed, but we'll also be going around and talking to people and interviewing people and we'll break in. We may do some of that just record it on our phone. Some of it we'll break in and do live feeds. There may be things that we're going to try to do a lot of different things. Having somebody man the booth all the time, but others be moving around, and we'll just have to see how it goes. I have no idea how many vendors, but they're sold out. I know that. So we're going to have a lot of folks to interact with. 10 to 4 live feed, and then I got to get off of there and get packed up and get back to 10 in the morning, 10 a.m., 10 to 4. And I'll be broadcasting, or I won't be broadcasting, but I have been invited on a show Saturday night that's usually 8 or 8:30, so I've got to be back for that. So I'm going to try to be back by 7 in the hotel and broadcast. I'll be ready to go on somebody's show that's not stuff to invite us up. We'll talk about it more over the weekend. But yeah, the live feed will be going, and we'll try to just give you that feed that you can just watch people walk by. I like to people watch. It's pretty cool. We'll give our people opportunity to walk up and say hey, and then we'll also be shifting cameras and going on camera and all that stuff. So I plan on doing a lot of just being on the air and getting as many people to stop by and say hey and talk about things. And we want to go around to the vendors as well and kind of highlight that for you. So we'll be busy working. It won't be sitting back. We're going to try to get a lot of people signed up on the email. We're going to give out some cards and stickers. We're not selling anything yet. That'll be next festival. We're not going to do that. We're just more about getting our brand out and making connections and getting stories and getting interviews. So be a lot of fun. I say work. It's going to be fun. It's our playtime, really, as long as technology is working right. So I'll probably be doing a lot of that, and I'll move around what I can, but I'll probably be manning the booth a lot. Oh, yeah. A lot more, my friend. We're going to get out of here shortly. We got to get loaded up, do a couple things before we leave town. But, yeah, we're going to try to be out here around 10-ish, 10:30. I'm going to get off here in a few minutes. I just wanted to come on, and I'm waiting on folks to get up. And, everybody got in bed late, and I'm the early bird. So let those folks get up, and then we got to make sure we get all the stuff that we need. And y'all pray for Dean there. And he said just text me, and within the last 5 minutes, so they're in the waiting room. We'll let you know what's going on. So y'all pray for Dean's mom. She's having surgery this morning in Nashville. No, it's just weird things. I'm not seeing some of the chats today, and I don't know why. And we've done nothing different. It's just some of them are not syncing up this morning, and that's why. But YouTube has been acting funny, Barry. It's just one of those deals, man. But yeah, stay with Rumble. Stay with Rumble. What's up, James? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I know, and I just we keep it out there because we have a few people that join on YouTube, like to follow us and stuff. But we're on X and we're on Instagram and other things, but we're Rumble, baby. I mean, and Facebook mainly. But yeah, James, I hope you're doing well up there in the great state of Ohio. Podcast doing well, I hope, and I got to catch you live, so I can get over and give you some chats. You broadcast tonight? Do you broadcast on Friday? I may be busy, but I could go in by my phone, and no matter where I'm at, and give you a shout out. So if you do post it, we'll put it up. we do the. Yeah, we so thank you. Hopefully the surgery will go well. Definitely need that. Y'all pray for her. If anybody's had surgery, you're always worried. Everything. You sprung your ankle, boy, that's painful. Sprained ankle is a painful thing, absolutely. And but yeah, we get older, man. I mean, you got to be careful, falling, stepping hard. I saw a video here recently. It was a guy standing on the back of a truck. He said the difference. Well, I might be on there with you, brother. Carl asked me about coming up tomorrow, so as long as things go well, and he still desires that, I'll see you on the show. So thank you for the prayers. Pray for us as we travel today. We're going to be in South Georgia festival this weekend, and I wish I had more time, but I don't. And you do what you can while you can. So, but we're having fun. All right, good deal. Have a ball in the house. I like that. Yeah, Barry, that's the right one. 1980 or 81. Yeah, angry conservative. Out of the great state of Alabama. That's the right one. Yes. So yes, Kim gonna be with us. Barry was watching angry conservative. Y'all give him a follow too. Killer Carl. All these folks that we know. I was just over on Kim saying hey to her. And like I said, getting ready to get the troops lined up, get them out, pack up stuff, and get out of here. So I'm going to get off here in a minute. I just want to jump on for a few minutes, say hey, and next time you see me, I'll be in South Georgia. So, Lord willing, you never know what a day is going to bring. So, everybody have a great day out there. We'll jump in there tonight. What I was going to say is that we do have front porch tonight. I should be there. There shouldn't be nothing go wrong with that. But Rob will be on. We'll set up the show, and hopefully everything will work out. I have not talked about it. I know that post has been, it ticked a lot of people off, and that's kind of what I was leading in with when I led in on this one. Patriot Morning Show was to say, listen, we may have infighting, but we're all together. Our enemies know this. We're still together. We may be upset. There may be a lot of things we don't like. Yeah, Brusky. But we're united. We may argue. We may even tear into each other as conservatives if we feel like there's something not going right, we don't like. But to our enemies, we are united in the defense of this nation. We will call on all the forces of good. We will call down those angels to attack you enemies, you demons. You hate this country, hate good. Stand with Satan. We don't. So don't think our being mad or upset stops us from the mission. If you can do it, yeah. Well, I tell you what, I do have to get going, brother. We'll hook up and talk about it. I'm sorry, I really am fixing to get off the air. I've got a lot to do to get ready for the trip. We're headed south, so I've got several hours of driving, and I do have to go, brother. So I'd love to hear it. I really do got to go, and I hate doing it short like that. I always use the broadcast for a while, but I gotta get people up and get them moving, get going, make sure everything's last minute checks where I don't forget stuff. And I definitely always love to have you come up. And I definitely want to hear that, and we will hear it. Maybe we'll set up something later and get with you, man. Y'all have a blessed day. I really do got to go. We got to get loaded up. It's always fun, right? Load up, unload, and go get this family moving so we can get out of here on time. And I've got to double check accommodations and stuff and make sure my wife has the ground floor and all that good kind of stuff. So I do got to run. God bless all of you. That's right, brother. That's what I'm saying. So all those over there clapping and jumping up and down, thinking they've got something over right on us right now, they're fools. They're absolute fools. We will stand with this country, and we will stand against you. Bunch of liars. Bunch of haters of the nation, haters of good, haters of God. We are not divided in that way. and we will move forward. We are an army, and we will not stop. So I'm a soldier. I'm a good soldier of Jesus Christ, and that is a mighty army. And that army, with its commander in chief, Jesus Christ, cannot ever be defeated. So, yeah, stand with the president, and I do. There's things we may not. Again, every little thing gets jumped on. It didn't push me out. It didn't push me away. We just report on it, but we standing with the president. And they jumped on his health, and I know and they finally released something. We never said the man wasn't going to have some health problems, but there's a difference between having some health problems, as you get 79 years old or whatever, than being a person who doesn't know if they put their socks on this morning. They want to make a big deal about it. You got no leg to stand on. This guy was compromised. It. The president at his age is dealing with things that people at that age deal with. Not uncommon. And if he was not able to be coherent, I wouldn't have voted for him, no matter how much I like him, because you need somebody that can do the job. And he's only there for one term, and he would be getting too old at that point. So, but yeah, we need to reveal evil. We need to bring people to justice, no matter who that is, and we need to stand with the president. That's what they want us to do: divide us and conquer us. Well, it's not going to work. They think it is, and to our enemies around the world, yeah, we got a warhead waiting on you. If you want to start thinking you're going to make a move on America, we got a warhead waiting on you. So, hey, y'all have a good day. We'll check in. We'll try to pop in a couple of videos in our journey today. If we see something cool, give you a little shout out. But I was going to get off here by 8:30, and I need to go. So God bless. Take care. Dave in the AM, the Cornbread Man for Patriot Morning Show, SFP. Y'all take care out there. Be safe, and we'll see you.